Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the SABLE Stitchers, and this is our Flosstube number 13, and today is Sunday, October 2nd. If you're new here, welcome. SABLE is an acronym for Stash Accumulated Beyond Life Expectancy, and I think we have a little bit of that today, so I have that going on
Be
today.
prepared.
So I'm Roberta. You can find me on Instagram as Roberta Lyle.
And I'm Lenny Eisenberg, and you can find me on Instagram at L. Eisenberg.
All right, and so I think we're just gonna. Do you have any life updates?
I do. Today we're celebrating my husband's Mr. Raffle's birthday, so it was actually Friday, but
Yay,
all the
Mr.
family,
Raffle.
Mr. Raffle, and Mr. Raffle did my hair because I'm having an arthritis flare up. And anyway, so he did my hair for me this morning. So I told him, well, in your retirement, if you ever get bored, you can go up to what is it? Snip and clip. No, that sounds like a dog.
Curl.
So one of those, and comb out ladies' hair.
Oh.
But anyway, I think this is a hobby hurt. But anyway, I'm
You've
okay.
been busy. You've gotten a lot done. So,
And just a couple, nothing big life updates except for more birthdays. But I have to tattle on my grandson Wyatt this time. He's the one that always tattles on me. So we're getting siding on our deck, or siding and a deck, and just out of habit, the poor boy who takes the trash out, and he opened up the back door where the deck is, and they had taken the deck down during school. So I mean, we were there to make sure that he didn't fall out the door, but he opened the door and just a look on his face like, and so I said, you knew that deck was coming off. And then the other little thing was his mom went to pick him up for gymnastics, and she had taken his dad's car instead of his mom's car. And I mean, you would notice that when you drove up. But anyway, he's a backseat driver. He's the one that's always telling Mimi, you're going too fast, or Mimi, slow down, or you missed your turn, or whatever. So anyway, he was sitting in the back seat, and he goes, hey, Mom, your mileage on your car is the same as Dad's. I mean, those are the little things. And she turned around to him, and she says, Wyatt, this is Dad's car. Anyway, I told him I would make fun of him today. So,
yeah,
gotcha, Wyatt.
Yeah. Oh, that's adorable.
And then Mr. Raffles, we're celebrating his birthday, and all the family's coming over this afternoon. So that's it. And lots of stitching. I mean, that's probably why I got that. And Chiefs, yay!
Chiefs, yes.
Playing the Buccaneers today. Good Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Hope he's not so good today.
Well, I hope they have a better week than last week.
Please.
So yeah,
that's it.
Good. Yeah, I did not have a whole lot of stitching. Our church has a large conference that we do once a year, where we invite in pastors and lay leaders from across the country. And so that took place last week, and I did a workshop for as part of that, and it was easier than what I've done in the past, because usually when I've done a workshop, it's all just straight presentation, and this one was kind of a forum where I invited in one of our principals and then 3 of our lay leaders, and so I just got to do a little background and then ask the questions. So you'd think it'd be a lot easier, but still it was kind of stressful getting the slides ready and getting everything set up, and so that happened last week, and so it's always a kind of a relief when that's passed. So.
Their church also does the backpacks for hunger for the kids in schools that need some help. But tell them what that one pastor had said to you about the backpacks.
I don't remember.
Oh, we're so thankful to your church for being there for the kids.
Yeah, that was the principal that was at the forum was saying that they just appreciate our consistency, and that we carry through on what we promise, which is a good part of, it's an important part of being a partner. And so when we had our fill last week, where we fill all the bags that go out to these kids on Friday, I just thank the volunteers, because we couldn't do it without all these volunteers who come every week and fill the bags, who set up for the fill and then who fill the bags. We just couldn't do it if it was just the church staff doing it. So definitely appreciate that. And today we are collecting peanut butter. We send peanut butter out once a month, just because that is something that really helps extend families' budgets. And so we're collecting peanut butter, and that's why I just ran home from church rather late, and after handing out the flyers about that drive. So, yay.
Yeah, we had a question.
So Lenny was here visiting with my husband. I came in and I said, "Did you guys start without me?" But
I said, "Not without you. I couldn't do it without you." We did have some questions in regards to filming. It was, when do we film? And we normally film every other Friday, except in certain circumstances. So, just, and then they take a day or so to, depending on what YouTube wants to do as far as.
It takes me a while to edit,
She does all the technology.
I have to flip the video after my first one. I learned you got to flip the video or else everything's going to be backwards. So I have to do that and then upload it and edit it. And so it just takes a little bit of time to get through all of that.
So usually Saturday after every other Saturday, sometimes Sunday. So. Do you want to talk about the one question about the retreats?
About the cost. Someone had asked about the cost of the retreats, and if you ever have any questions like that, if we don't know feel free to ask. If we don't know the answers, we'll try to find them out. But they just were saying that the cost of cross-stitch retreats seemed to be a lot more than needlework or knitting retreats that they were familiar with. And the only thing I can say is that, like the retreat we just attended, the Quilter Station cross-stitch extravaganza, we had 6 designers. I mean, we had 5 that were announced, and then, Lady Dot was a 6th, and they all provide kits. And these are just not little projects. These are usually full-size projects. And so when you consider, you're paying, for the designers to be there, and then you're also paying for the cost of the kits. And then, with this one, let's see, what we had lunch included for 2 days. The hotel is extra. And then you're renting the space. That I think is the main reason why they're expensive is, when you have to pay for the cost of 6 kits, basically, that's an expense in itself, and add that on to the hotel cost and everything. And so, some are not as expensive. I'm going to talk a little bit about Needlework Galleria is less expensive because you can just go and you can do the stitching and you can go to the different shops, and the classes are optional. So there are some retreats out there that are a little less expensive because they don't include all the kits. So.
Okay. Another question was, what kind of light do you use at retreats?
I bring that daylight. Is it
Me
the
too.
Day Glow Fold one? Foldy Go?
Yeah. So you can get it at Amazon.
Yeah.
You have sales on them every once in a while. And then my Under the Woolen Willow, my little skinny pillows, the designer was Under the Woolen Willow. So she's got a great book out right now that has all the patterns in them, or you can still get them as kits, which is fun because they have all the goodies on the inside and you don't have to look around in your house for them. I was going to share my book of days. I had a fun September.
That's really pretty.
Thank you. And I had...
Oh, and you got just September.
I buy just all kinds of stickers at Hobby Lobby, and
September is really pretty.
I just have a blast. And I was very busy, which is probably because of that, or that's why I have that. I had 10 starts and 5 finishes, and some of them were start and finishes, within a couple days. So I have so much to share with you. I'm really excited. So I put, whoops, I got... Ow. I have Stitching Scotty. I got your sticker on there.
And she was at the Galleria.
Mm-hmm. And then I got to put Sandra's sticker on somewhere around there too. So anyway, it was so much fun. Okay. All right. Flosstubers. I had, I meant to say first was we're all praying for the people in Florida. I should have started that off first, but anyway, so our thoughts and prayers are with everyone. It's just so tragic to see everything that has gone on down there. I just can't imagine having that much. We got 5 inches of rain one time, and I thought that was a lot. So I can't even fathom. Of course, being in the middle of the United States, we don't get too many hurricanes here, but we sure have our share of tornadoes. Mm-hmm. But anyway. So, and again...
Definitely, and it's just hard for us to imagine the scope of the devastation.
I can't.
think.
You know,
So,
every house with water.
some of the videos,
So
yeah.
our hearts really go out to you. I really pray for you all. And then I also want to thank you all a lot for so many wonderful comments this time around. It just blows my mind. I love reading them. You guys are so kind. It's just thank you.
Well, we've definitely gotten to know several people, you know, through the comments, and then meeting them at the retreats, and you know, and just even if you just comment, and you know, our paths never cross. We just feel like we are, you know, building that community, and that, you know, that we are
And the little chatting we get to have back and
engaging
forth.
with each other, and
Yes.
so we really appreciate it, and they have been very kind. So I had a dream last night. We had a bad comment. Isn't that funny? But no, they've all been very kind, and we really appreciate it.
So thank you. But anyway, thank you. And thank you. I watched a little bit of Flosstube, and one that I liked really well was Karen from Recovering Monogamous Stitcher. I think I said that right, or tried to anyway. She has a lot of things to show, and she's really good about sticking with one or two items. We'll change her on that, I'm sure. And another one I watched, she just kind of popped up, was Kathy from Beartown Stitcher. I like her. She was a stitcher back in the 80s, back when I did, and we had teddy bears and geese, whatever. But she has done a lot of more. She's having a good time, so she was a fun one. And then Lori, textilist, I watch her all the time, but she had so many wool projects going that I could just watch her again and again, because there was so much to see. And Carol at Saltbox, she did all her fall and Halloween, and it was fun to see that I had a lot of the same things she had, but her stash totally wins. So she's got lots of fun stuff to look at. So you have to check out Carol. I think that's it.
Yeah, I joined. We don't have unlimited data on our phones, so I joined YouTube Premium so I can download the videos and listen to them when I walk in the morning, and then I, glance at them when I need to see when there's photos. Yeah,
you walk.
It's cool. With the temperatures cooling off, it's my favorite
nice
time. I just feel like I need to get out there and enjoy it, because it doesn't last very long, and so that's when I try to do it. And I just only got in a few walks last week, so I'm still catching up on all the cross stitch extravaganza recaps and stuff. So
I saw when I came in, I see it when I drive in. She has a street in her neighborhood called Cross Creek. Oh, and I was like, that'd be fun if it said Cross Stitch, but you could live on You should have picked Cross Creek Road.
Yes. I wasn't there when we moved in. Yeah, that'd be good.
Oh, Pippa takes me for walks. I don't walk where I want to walk. We walk where she wants to walk.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Anyway, okay.
And you stopped. Well, we used to have a shelter. I walked, and you stopped when she wanted to stop.
That's it. And I don't know how 5 pounds can stop me dead in my tracks, but it's like, I don't want to go that way.
Yeah.
And she's such a little stinker.
Yeah.
But
we love them.
We do. We have the siding going on my car, and I know we probably need to move on. But anyway, these people come out to the house every day, and I don't think we would have any strangers in our house. The dogs Pippa just, rah, rah, rah. But anyway, I say that a lot. I gotta stop. Okay. Anyway.
So your finishes. You've got a couple
I
of
have
those.
a few finishes.
Let me know if you need me to grab it.
Okay, I'll need some help with this big. Okay. We'll do the big one first. I got Teresa Kogut. I did have the paper, but I don't know where it is. Okay, I got her done. So Teresa Kogut, Silhouettes. Thank you. So without the numbers on it, I took them off. But it turned out really cute. I did frame it myself, and I just put that big old fat yarn that's at Hobby Lobby, and they come in all different kinds of colors to kind of hide my boo-boos. But like Roberta said, you could take those individually and make just little pillows if you wanted to, but
I mean, yeah, like the little vampire, this little witch, that little cat.
Take that off. I kind of like it on there, but you can't see all the stitching.
Oh, that witch up there. There's just a lot of them that are really cute.
So that was my biggie.
Oh, why are you so cute? The little
I love
little stick arms.
It was so fun to stitch. So fun to stitch. Okay. And I've got lots of little ones here on the table. So I went to the antique store, and I like to pick up old books. So it was actually called Smokey James. About a horse, but I love the color of the book. So I didn't even have enough room to put any fabric, I don't think, underneath there. So I just put it on a sticky board and wrapped some ribbon around the bottom of it and called it finished. Cute. So I got that one done. And then I kind of made a boo-boo on this one, so I'll put the ribbon to kind of cover it up. I didn't get it tight. I left it on the hoop, but I didn't get the material tight.
He's so sweet.
And I didn't know who that was, but it's Labyrinth. I think it's
Labyrinth Patterns.
I don't know if it's named Labyrinth. I don't know, but I just happened to see it in a book or something. But anyway, just stuck that on a little pumpkin that I got at Hobby Lobby. And again, all I did was glue the hoop. And it's kind of a messy.
That's a perfect size for that.
It turned out it was just perfect for that.
That's very cute.
And then I did this years and years ago, but never finished it. So I did take the same yarn around it and just did a little pillow, and I just took some ribbon and covered the back. So I got that one done. I need to sit down. I'm probably too tall.
I can bring it.
Okay. Oh, also, I went to the dermatologist this week because I had something right on the end of my nose, and I thought it was something, and so I went in there. You know what you called it? A maturity spot.
Oh.
So, anyway, if you see a little dot on the end of my nose, she did burn it off. Okay. And this is I think it was the lesson. This is my lesson, the Plum Street. Yeah, my lesson 4 from the.
That's this one, isn't that?
Oh, wait a minute. You're right. Oh shoot! Well, who was this? Darn it! Sorry.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay.
Together.
So again, just a orange block I got at the antique store, and just put some ribbon around it and a little bit of raffia and a sunflower.
Very cute.
So it turned out really cute. God, why can't I remember that?
I recognize that. I like the multicolored.
I know, and it's like, I know it. I know it. All right, I can drive a stick, ladies. So, and I found that little broom at Michael's. Hocus Pocus. Oh, we did watch that Hocus Pocus #2.
Oh, I want to see that.
It was cute. I don't think it was as cute as the first one, but it was cute. All right, so.
Very cute.
And I just popped that into a frame. And then I spent about an hour looking for that frame for another finish, forgetting that I already used it.
Did you, and the linen, did you dye that, or is
that is...
Because that's really a unique color. I haven't seen it like that
I
before.
think it's the other... I must be a mystery thing in my stash.
I love that.
So.
That's so perfect for that.
Let's see.
Very cute.
I got 2 more pillows done. 2 more of my skinny pillows done. I may have showed this last time. Acorn. I think I did. I did show that last time. And then I finished. Oh, maybe I showed that last time too. Candy corn. I think I did.
Well, they're worth seeing again.
So, but
So cute.
I'm in the process. I didn't get it. Didn't quite get it finished. My hand hurt. So I got witch stitched, and then it's her hat, and then she's got a purple button that goes in the middle of her hat with some ribbon. So, and then the background is this light purple. I think it's really cute.
That is really cute.
And then I got it traced, but I didn't get it done. This is going to be the pumpkins. So I'll have it ready for you next time. And then that's my back. And there's a little orange pumpkin in here. Here it is.
Oh, that's very cute. It's kind of like a flannel. That's a nice little brushed flannel.
And then I got a little stem in there too. So I'll have that ready for you next time.
Cute.
All right. I think that's all my finishes.
Okay. So I have a finish. This was finished in, I think, March of this year, and I just got it back from the framer.
So pretty.
And so the framer is, my husband and I have a couple of friends that retired. They're retired attorneys, and they
can't really hold it.
And they retired out to Colorado, the Colorado Springs area, and she opened a frame shop. And so I sent her this, and then we, picked out the frame over Facebook. And then we had another couple of friends who went out and visited them, and they brought it back for me. So,
well, that's pretty good.
Mailed back, and so and she was like, when I picked it up from their house, she
probably didn't want to give it up.
No, she said, well, she wrapped it up, and I said, I want to see it, and she already had a bubble wrap, so she couldn't see it really.
That turned out so cute.
And then this is this was my finally finished of this pattern that I started in 2011. Finished it, about 2 weeks ago. And then this was a frame I think I got from Hobby Lobby. No, I got from Joann's. And it was it was on clearance. It had like these dried herbs hanging in it. And so
who knew?
I popped out the back, pulled off the dried herbs, covered it with this fabric that I had in my stash, and then just went ahead and mounted the the design on sticky board. And then I had this cinnamon star floating around for a long time. So painted the frame black. It was, a gray. Painted it black and dry brushed it with some of the orange.
That is so cute.
Finish.
That was on my silhouettes, my frame. I needed a square frame. And it was just in the woodland section. And it said, "Don't wake the bear." And it was white. So I just flipped off the bear and painted it black and did some wax on it. So
I had no idea, and it was so cute because I like it because I can put this little light on it.
I love it.
Yeah, and
your material in the back. Perfect.
So, I had no idea I'd be using it that quickly, and when I finished, I just thought, I'm gonna try that. And then I pretty much have finished Emily's Bliss. It's not fully finished. I just finished it yesterday, and I noticed I need to do some little dots along the side. But there it is, and I will have it into drum form by the next time we film. I love this. This was an exclusive through Homespun Primitive Facebook group, and it was packaged by Acorns and Threads, and I picked the
very fallish.
Silk. Yeah, the silks for that, and I really enjoyed it. It was but it was a lot of all these little leaves and everything took.
Color changes.
Those little leaves took a lot of time, and then all of the leaves in the main part of the body are multicolored, and so it took longer than what I anticipated. But I just love it.
Turned out really cute. It looks so much like fall.
I know. Love those colors.
Okay,
so I think we're on to WIPS.
I think we are. I have to. My husband, Mr. Raffle. Anyway, he was talking with his birthday. He was talking about. He says, "I hear people talking about their birthday starts or, holiday starts." He says, "Can I have a birthday start?" And I said, "Okay." So I let him pick something out, and he actually.
Oh, that's so funny.
He actually picked out because he liked. Was that Fly By Night Aviation Institute established 1692? Anyway, that's what he picked out.
So cute.
Oh, God.
Oh, Lily.
Oh, and so that's as far as I got, and then I couldn't stitch anymore.
Oh.
So, but I'm doing it, it's a 20 count Ada, just 1/1.
And it's Silver Creek Samplers, and I think one of the things they're known for is kind of their graphic designs or their fonts or labeling, so.
So that was
pretty.
his my husband's birthday start.
And that,
I don't even know what mine was, but
that linen has just a slight green undercast.
Yeah,
I would say, so
I
that
wrote-
looks really pretty.
I didn't bring my threads, but it's dunes, I think. I'm not sure.
And that
Fiber
modeling,
on a
that'd be
whim, dunes
That'd be really
or sand.
pretty.
I'm not sure. Okay, you want
You want to do all your whips?
to
or-
do all of them? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I only have one whip, and then I'll talk about a little bit about Galleria.
I didn't get very much done on this. As much as I said, I started real good. I said I was going to work on this
Yeah, one a day.
one a day, and I did for about 3 days. So anyway, but I did get down a little bit.
That is so cute.
I really want to just work on this one, but it's 11 by 11, so that's a
candy corn. That is so. And the little witch's hats. That is so cute.
well. Actually, that was the
Are those acorns?
that's supposed to be a witch's hat, but
well, this is a witch's. Oh, you changed it?
not it. Well, yeah, but not on purpose. I picked at the wrong square, but I don't know if I'll
These
change
are
it or not.
cute.
But I just think it's going to be. I mean, it's going to take forever. But each one of those squares is 11 by 11, so that's 122 stitches.
Yeah.
At a time.
That's-
And it's going to be cute. So
It is.
I don't know which
Very
Thank you. I don't know which Halloween it's going to be done, but it's going to be
Very
done.
cute.
And the same with this one. This is my Autumn Town. I did get to work on it a little bit. So I'm going up on it. So I've got up to the sky. I was trying to finish, the whole half of it, I guess. I just want the color. I just want to see it so bad. So I wanted to get as many colors in there as I could, but I've got a lot of this done this way. Again, it's going to take a long time, but
I sent you the picture. I saw the
I
model.
saw it finished.
I think that was
Is that at Galleria?
That was at Galleria. Might have been in Silver Needle. I know someone had the finished model. It was really striking. It looks really good on this linen.
And this is my challenge. I'm working on a sampler. I'm doing Rosa Sugars because she was 3 years old when she did this, 4 years old when she finished it. So, I mean, if she can do it, I can do it. But I'm doing it. It's on 36 count. 36 count.
Wow.
1/1.
That's so pretty. That's really pretty.
So, and this is what I got done on it.
Oh, that's
Isn't
so
that
pretty.
sweet?
I love that multicolored alphabet. And
Oh, I do too.
it looks really good on this linen.
Yeah, that was just,
really
I don't know.
nice
Oh, I did
color.
write it down.
Nice beige color.
No, this isn't Lugana. This says Lugana.
So pretty.
So anyway, but I'm hoping it won't take too long. But now,
Wow.
do you suppose she looked like that?
That just.
I just think that's a cute little. It does. I said it's just so darn sweet. And I'm doing it on the Ricky Clayton
Oh.
silks. They come in the. These are
Isn't that nice?
boy, and this
Those
is like
wonderful to
oh
work
my
with.
gosh, this is like butter. Like they're just little teeny tiny.
Yeah, those are just perfect for this.
Okay.
So that reminds me of my Mimi story for this time.
Oh, what's your Mimi story?
So I got a text from Clara's mom yesterday, and she said to Clara, it's the weather's kind of nice. Do you want to go to a store today? And Clara said, yes, let's go to the hardware store. I like that one. So can you tell she's a little bit of a daddy's tomboy?
Go to the hardware store.
Daddy better enjoy it while he can, because she's probably going to get out of that stage.
I haven't done anything on this, and I don't know why. It's like it almost gets done, and it's like, okay, I'm going to work on something that's not done. This is Molly Bean's Christmas sampler, but I'm actually doing it for Halloween. So I'm not going to put Christmas, but I'm just doing the alphabet. If I want to do it at Christmas, I'll do a different color. But it's almost done.
That's
I
really
need to do all the little middle parts of it, but
and that
and the
kind of
rest of them.
like a chestnut brown kind of linen.
Yeah.
It's really pretty.
So again, Kay gave me some fabric, and I've just been playing in her. It's like toys. I've just been playing in her fabric
Oh, that's really
and pulling
pretty.
stuff out. I just can't get my. Okay.
About it.
All right.
Oh, cute bag too.
I've got 2 more here. This is Notforgotten. The Flight. Can you see the Flight? And I started it, but I was trying to because I like this fabric so well, I kind of went to the side. I'm pretty close. I think I'll be okay, but because
You made a lot of progress.
but all I have left to do is she's
back.
riding her scissors, and then there's little stars throughout. So her dress was actually the hardest.
Yeah.
And then I just need to put the long part of the scissors.
Oh, that's
So
adorable.
it's because I love this fabric, so I was trying to save the other half. So hopefully I can.
So that okay.
Hopefully it'll work. And this is oh my gosh. When I said last time, I said, I think I'll start a Blackbird. I did start a Blackbird. Midnight Watch. I love this.
Yeah. Okay. I had to get that the last
I saw
time
you
was
got
at-
the pattern.
Yeah, Quilter Station.
And okay. So the border's all done. I've got some of the alphabet done.
That cat, I mean, that's a lot of stitching in that cat.
Yes, I did. I'm stitching like at 2:00 in the morning, and it looks like it has a cast on. I picked up the black from the alphabet and did the bottom of the leg of the cat. So I've got to and then I picked up the color of the cat and did the X. So I got to take the X out and fix her back leg. Just switch the colors, but I think get those done and started the moon.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And get those big parts done, and then I can start the big house. So, but this is fun.
Very cool.
And this is actually on 25. I think it's 25 Lagana, and I did do it 2/2.
Yeah, that's yeah. I think it looks really striking that way.
So it's going to be big.
So this is just like this is
a charcoal, and
okay,
this
and
is Blackbird,
Okay,
black coffee. I think it called for Blackbird, but I didn't have any, so I did black
that
coffee.
looks good.
So, all right, that's on my WIPS.
Okay,
Okay,
you want to put this away?
I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay, I just have one WIPS. I'm going to show that first. So this is this Calico Confectionary. It's a PDF that you download from her Etsy shop, and it's a PDF. I'm not as careful with them, and it's kind of all bent because I was thinking about adapting it and stuff. But I wanted the colors to be a little more muted, so I have toned them down just a little bit. And I knew I was going to struggle with. You can see even on the pattern, if you look closely, it says. This I love fall most of all, and then there's words in here that say September, October, November, and you can see those are very, very hard to read. So I knew it was going to be very hard.
Oh gosh, those are hard to read.
So this is how far I am so far, and so yeah, I think I lightened up the grass, and I just. Instead of using multicolored floss for the words, I used, and I didn't bring my floss up here, I just used a light one that was very variegated. I'm thinking it's maybe Harvest. And then I darkened up the squirrel to try to make that stand out a little bit more. But
I like the lighter grass.
Yeah.
You can see the
words
October,
a little better.
September, October, November better.
Yeah, I am really
Your stitching is so
enjoying-
beautiful. Oh gosh, your stitching is beautiful.
I'm really enjoying that.
That's
so, and I cut off what the rest of this fabric is, and I don't remember. I don't have that here, but
Looks good on it.
yeah, I think it's a 40 count. I'm doing that on 40 count. So, So then I wanted to just talk a little bit about Needlework Galleria. I can take this away. And so this was my first time attending Needlework Galleria. If you're not familiar with that, it's not really a retreat per se. I don't know what you would quite call it. It's a
Galleria.
I've never looked up what that means, but it's like these designers and some stores have pop-up shops that are located in Embassy Suites in St. Charles, Missouri, which is a far western suburb of St. Louis. Actually, though, it's probably only about 20 minutes away from the airport because the Lambert Airport's on the west side of St. Louis. And so I signed up, quite a few months ago. And if you are looking for one that's less expensive to attend, this is less expensive because you can just pay for admittance, and it's something like $9 a day, I think, to be admitted to the show itself. And then that allows you to stay in the hotel.
That was 7 or 9, not 79.
No, yeah, 7 or 9. Enunciate. And you can stay in the hotel and stitch, and they have some different rooms areas set up where you can stay and stitch. If you stay at the hotel overnight, there's another fee for that, of course. And there's no meals included. You don't have to take classes, but they do have classes available, and they show you the projects you're going to work on in advance, and you can select what classes you want to work on. And then they also have something that they call round robins. And they have 3 round robins. One was Thursday night, and then 2 took place on Friday night. And you don't know who the designers will be in the round robin, but each one has 5 different designers, and you just go I only went to one since I've never been before. I wanted to just try one out and see what it was like. They are very well attended. The room was packed. I'm not sure how many people they had in the room for that, but you don't know what you're going to get. You don't know who the designers are. I think the fee was $55 for each one of those, and I thought that was well worth it. So I really enjoyed that. And so let me go ahead and go through my little book and tell you about the shops that I went to and the designers that I saw. And I'll probably insert some videos here. I took some videos when I was walking through the shops, so if I'm not showing something here, I'll probably insert video. And so the first one I went in was, there was one that was a joint between JBW Collection and the Mindful Needle. And then Dawn from the Mindful Needle was the person who was in my round robin. And what she designed for this round robin is this little joy ornament.
Oh.
And so everyone packages their things a little differently, and it comes with the Lugana, the DMC floss.
Oh, those are pretty colors.
Yeah, the DMC floss and the Lugana, 2 colors of Lugana. Oh. And the little, and then also the backing fabric for the ornament.
That's so pretty. Oh, that just looks
I'm showing the wrong side. Your side's prettier. Little backing for the ornament. The little inserts for the ornament. And then, of course, the pattern.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah, that was very fun.
I think.
Okay. And then, let's see. So you get this little book, and this book tells you about all the designers that are at the show, and then they give you a place where you can take notes, because a lot of people were walking through, and there was like one floor that was full of the little pop-up shops, and people were walking through and noting what they saw where, so they could go back and see what was available and then go back and make their purchases. And there was one, I think, Fabrics by Stephanie. Let me see if that's, I don't know that I have I think that's who it was. And I got there on Friday, and she was pretty much sold out already. So she'd had a very good Thursday night. So, right. The next person that we saw was the Nebby Needle. And I'll not be able to do this in order. Let's see if I can do this in order. That's Manny Didani. I think this was from the Nebby Needle. And so this was the little package we got as part of the round robin from the Nebby Needle.
I always get so excited when I see little packages.
Know. And this was the project. It's a little spool, and then she gave us the linen for doing the design, and I think it says something like don't touch my scissors.
Don't borrow is what I'm...
Yeah. Little floss card, little cute floss card. And then, the linen was packaged really cute.
Oh, careful. There's your
A little bitty one, that last little one. And then the spool. And then she also included a little coupon for her shop. So, that was the Nebby Needle.
Fun.
And then Manny Didani. And I love her kits. She always has kits that come, I don't know if they're market exclusives or not, but she has little houses. They're not little houses, but little boxes she makes. And, I know I have another acorn kit of hers that it's like, a sewing book and needle case and all the, all your little sewing accoutrements. So I was really excited that she was part of the round robin that I was in. And she designed, a little pillow, kind of similar to what we got.
Can I show?
Pardon?
Can I show?
Well, not that.
Okay.
I'll show that. So this is what we got as part of the round robin, and that reminds me of the pillow that we got from Liz from from Liz Matthews, because it has like the check fabric, the linen.
That's going to be so cute.
The floss. So yeah, that's a really cute design. I'll just put that in there.
Oh, it's just from here.
And then in her shop, I bought some linen, because one of the other things, I went to the JBW shop and to see...
Gorgeous color.
I know, isn't that gorgeous? To see all these models made up, they're so pretty. And she had like one for Halloween, and one, there was one just for owls, and I almost got that one, but I got the little one for Halloween because I have this little, not this shape of pumpkin, but I have one of those little pumpkins like you got from Hobby Lobby. And then Manny Didani had this linen, and it's kind of got an orange cast. I don't know if it's going to
It's not showing up, but
it has a really pretty orange cast to it. Kind of, and she cut it into a fat quarter for me. And then there was another lady who came in when she was cutting it. It's like, I want the other half of that. So
it's beautiful color.
And then this is the floss called For Clockwork by WIPS Dye Works.
I got some of that.
So that was, I was really excited to get that. And when I was in, I had gone around to Manny Didani's shop a couple of times, and when I was in there, one of the things she had was a make and take. And I just happened to be in there when she was talking about it, because I was not familiar with the schedule and didn't know when it was going to be. And that's if you want to show. This was the finished product.
Roberta brought this for me. The top, it's in a little tin can, and you can tell, but inside has a little Manny Didani magnet, that scrap of paper, and then it's got a little pin cushion.
That I added. That was,
and measuring tape. It's got little spools, and then she's got it lined with wool. Oh, it's just so cute. It's got a little button. It's got a little button on the closure, and I love sewing on the top. Oh, Roberta, that's adorable. I love it. I'll treasure it.
So I just happened to be in the shop, and she had some extra kits available, because I think this was something some people had already paid for these kits in advance, and I didn't know what's going on, so I hadn't done it. But the kits came in this little bag, and
I just love it.
It was just a little box, just a little tin box. So this would be, this would just be a really cute, I just thought a really cute little gift. Really easy to, it doesn't take too much time to put it together.
Get an Altoid, one of those Altoid boxes. That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, good use for those. And then she just included a couple pieces of paper, and you just kind of use the box for the pattern. And then
Did you just glue that on?
And then glued the paper on. I added like a little backing for the lid, for the linen on the lid. And so you could stitch something on the linen. You could, applique something on it. And then she just had the little pieces of trim in there.
At my hand.
So, yeah, so I just thought that'd be a cute little travel sewing box.
I'll never be a Vanna.
So anyway, that was a really fun little project. And so I was really happy to be in her room when she talked about that. And then I took the class from her on Saturday. And this was it. It was really interesting because, we got a chance to ask her questions. So I asked her how she got started. And she was like, I don't like my name. And Manny Didani, she had a...
Is that her name?
Well, that's the business name.
Oh, okay.
Her name is, I think Simona, is it Simona? Simona Busiglieri. And Manny Didani she owned a brick and mortar shop with another lady. And that's what the name of the brick and mortar shop was. And it means from the lady's hands. And so
nice.
She has 3 kids, and after having 3 kids, it was too much for her to keep up with the shop, and so she had to close the shop. And the lady who is the designer behind Punti Puttini said, "Oh, you have a talent. You need to design. You need to keep designing, and you need to continue designing under this name because that's what people know you by." And so she submitted a design to Cross Stitch magazine, and it ended up on the cover. And her friend, from Punti Puttini called her and said, "Did you see the magazine? You're on the cover." She was just so excited for her. So it was a really cool story. Well, it was a cool story about supporting, how the community supports each other and things. So that was really fun to hear. And then she talked about someone else who had helped her, who said you need to be teaching classes, and helped her get started teaching classes. And she's no longer, she passed away, and she got very emotional talking about her friend who had encouraged her. So very sweet lady. It was really fun to hear the background. And so I love her, but like I said, I love her kits. I love her boxes. And the thing the class I was in is called Winter Harmony Basket. Is that what it's been? Winter Harmony Basket. And so all of this is made from scratch. You don't start with a little basket. You make the basket yourself. And the cool thing, I was really excited. All of the chipboard is cut out and ready to go.
Oh my goodness.
And so she gave us all the chipboard for this.
Wow.
And then she just went through and showed us how to put it all together, and got all the floss.
Oh,
all the floss
wow.
colors. And the trim, all the finishing trim, including a little fob for your scissors.
Oh, how
you have
cute.
a couple little charms in there.
See,
she had little buttons.
And that's when you think about the retreats. These designers do all this for you. It's just it's just amazing.
Yeah, and it was not a big class, which but someone was saying, "Oh, I had a friend that wanted to sign up. Do you have an extra kit?" And she only had like a couple extra kits, so. And then you got the wool for the interior, and then also the fabric that is also used on the design. So all of that's included, and I might insert. I took pictures of the box when she passed it around, but you get the big square box and then 2 little triangle boxes that you assemble, and one of the little triangle boxes has a little hinged lid. So. Just really cute, really not that time consuming I don't think to stitch the little houses for all the sides, because it's really not that
much
big.
stitching.
No, and so it was just, I have a kind of a thing for boxes. I love tin boxes. I love old wood boxes. And so the idea of being able to take a little design like this and make it into a box is really appealing to me. So that was fun. Oops, gotta put this away.
Don't lose anything.
I know. I was coming home and pulling everything out. It's like, where's that linen? And, yeah. And then, let's see, who else? Susan. Oh. I don't want to miss. Still Stitching. Susan Greening Davis, and her business is Still Stitching. And so my granddaughter Clara's mom is German, and so Clara is half German, and our background is mostly German in my family. So Susan goes to Germany regularly, and she brought back some books, and so this one is Weirknox, and I don't know how to say the bottom part, but the saying on there is snowflakes are the butterflies of winter.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I know. And so there's a couple pieces in here I wanted to do for Clara at some point. I really like that. Because, I think the designs are a little different
They're very
other
different.
countries. So I really like that.
I like Cochetta Go-Go.
Yeah.
I have a few of her patterns, and they're just so unique. I mean, they're just different.
Yeah, they are a little different than what you would see here.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to do so I got that out. I picked that up specifically for doing something for Clara. And then she also, okay. Hopefully we're really recording
we're back.
this. So, all right. So Susan Greening Davis had different styles of this linen in her shop that we'll have to scroll because we're just having, brain issues right now.
We tried to find it,
and I know we can't figure out what it is.
You're probably yelling at us, but
or something. But anyway, and so this came from a mill in Warburton, Germany, and the mill is in an area of Germany where there was flooding last year. The equipment dates back to the 1800s. So it's not equipment that they're making anymore, and they apparently they're not able to produce as much of the fabric as they had been doing. So I wanted to go ahead and pick some of that up while it was available. And then I also picked up this book. It's in English and German, and it has samplers from around the world. It has it from, a number of countries in Europe. It has some from Great Britain.
had Sweden and Belgium and Holland.
Austria.
And
we went through this before when I was
I don't think we were recording.
Videoing. So, yeah, it's always my nightmare is that I'm going to. Then he's going to pack up and leave, and I go to upload my video and figure out that I don't have anything.
I come
here.
back.
Yes,
I'll come back.
You got kind of a busy day today. So anyway, she had some really great books in her little shop, in addition to some of the different patterns and that sort of thing. And then one other person that I was not familiar with was the Heart's Content, and I'm sorry, I probably many of you have heard of her before, but I will definitely include video of her room, because you walk in and it was amazing. She had these little petite samplers and little petite needlework accessories.
Can't wait to see the pictures.
And yeah, it was amazing. She had like a screen with all these samplers that were just, like,
oh my goodness,
4x6, and they were very, very detailed. And I learned why. I was actually she was one of the designers that was in the round robin I did. And this is the design that we got. And it's over 1 on 40 count. I know.
80 count.
I know. And it was like,
no wonder they're 4x6.
I know. And then that's the back.
Oh my gosh.
And so the story behind it is she, loves Williamsburg, and she has charted designs for every building that's in Williamsburg. And so what this candle represents, she's going to be there as part of the Needleworkers Delight Retreat that takes place there. And I think it's the first day of Advent, or the first Sunday in Advent. Is called Illumination Sunday at Williamsburg. And that is the day they put real candles, and it's like I figured to be, you know, like the little electric ones. They put real candles in every window of the houses and light them. And so that's what that represents. And so since she was there, that was one of the really cool things about the show, is you could go and you could talk to the designers. And I asked her, how did you get started, you know, designing, you know, 1/1? And she said she lives in northern Wisconsin and they didn't have any shops near her. And so when she said, I'm self-taught. And so when she picked up cross stitch and started doing it, and looked at the graph, she's just looking at the graph, and so she thought everything was just 1/1 thread, or it was over one thread. So that's how she's always stitched. And when she actually went in the shop and saw models and they were so much bigger, she was like, well, she was kind of, you know, like, wow, well, why would anyone do that? It's just so easy doing 1/1 stitch. And she does full crosses.
Oh,
and
so they're not 10 stitches, they're full.
No. And so, so that was really interesting, and it just reminded me, because I've done several crafts, and I'm sure you've done this as well, where then you take a class or you read a book or something, and someone will say, this is the right way to do it. I've had that on rug hooking, like, this is the right way to do rug hooking. It has to be really loose, and I could never do it loose. I was a tight hooker, you know, and I was like... And it was like, not like everyone else's. And then, you know, when I did wool applique, someone is like, oh yes, you must use pearl cotton and you must do the buttonhole stitch. And it's like, there is no one right way to do things.
No, please.
Because then later on, I read an article from someone who was a really prolific rug hooker who did theirs really tight. And, you know, and that was fine. And then, you know, Maggie Bonanami, she does the whip stitch on you know, wool applique. And, you know, I've used embroidery threads instead of using pearl cotton. There is no one right way to do things. Whatever you
do
like
it the
to
way
do,
that you like to do
that
it.
makes you happy and looks good to you. That's all that counts. So that is one thing I've learned in all these years of crafting, is don't let anyone tell you there's only one right way to do things, because that's...
Do the happy way.
Yeah, you need to do what makes you happy. So, but I went back in and I just wanted to buy something, and then and then she also had she had the little kits that came on the silk gauze.
Oh my goodness.
I just thought, I need to try this first, because some of those designs were so detailed, and I was just afraid
What kind of
I'd mess
needle
it
did
up.
she use for...
That's what I need to look that up. I don't think
Yeah.
anyone asked that, and it has to be a beading needle, I'm thinking.
Teeny.
And then, because I just think she has, like, I think this is just regular, like, DMC floss in here. And then there's the linen and the floss. So it's 1/1, and it's also going to be on this dark linen.
I'll have to have a very thin needle.
Yes, I
Skinny,
love
skinny,
that.
skinny.
So it's the Grand Illumination is what it's called at Williamsburg. So I
That's
love
pretty.
that. And then the final one I wanted to talk about was Cross Stitch Antiques. I have always loved her designs. I have like several of her designs.
So they had these shops at the Galleria.
Yes, and then they had, you know, like Inspired Needle was there, which is the shop that puts on the show, and then Silver Needle also had a pop-up shop there. And so Kathleen is the name of the owner of Cross Stitch and the designer behind Cross Stitch Antiques. And so I was thrilled. She was at, and I'll insert some pictures from her room in here. She was one of the ones that did the round robin that I was in. And one of her recent designs that's come out, I think this year, it might have been last year, it was a sampler called I Had a Father, Kind and True, Alice Clark, 1844. And she had the actual antique there, and it's one of these really, really big ones. And then she started on it, and she had how much progress she's made on it also on display. But I was so thrilled. I love that one, but it's a big one. It's probably like Mary Barr from Stacey Nash. And so
300 by something.
Yes, I think it is. I don't have to. But anyway, so she had, for her round robin, she gave us an excerpt from this, and she did a pattern based on this rose up in the corner, which she has stitched, and it's on the part that she's stitched so far, and it's just beautiful. And
oh, look how bright the reds are.
so then she also talked about how she has been a lifelong learner and how her mom was a lifelong learner. And when her mom turned 60, she had always wanted to study abroad. And so she started going to France every year, and she learned French, and became a fluent speaker.
That's
and
so
she would
cool.
go to France every year. And so here's the floss. She just went ahead and gave us, the whole skein of floss for all these colors. And then this is the linen.
Oh, how
and this is
delicate
46. Well, it's 46.
Oh, 46.
Count. And so she said, so my
You're so
challenge
good.
to you for being a lifelong learner is to try to stitch on 46 count. So, yes.
Or 80.
And so that was very
Well, that's
thrilled
very
to get that.
intriguing
And then I also
interesting.
picked up, this is one of her new releases, and this is just beautiful in person, and she has charted it without the bird, but it was just so pretty. So she had it kitted up. Well, I'll just show you this because it's in chunk. With the Averis, I think it's the Averiswa 103. I think,
that's what it says.
100.3 or whatever it is. I don't know. Have not used this. I have not used the ones on the skein. And then she has
Is that the skinnier?
Yes.
Isn't that skinnier?
and then she has it stitched on buttercream
That's going to be
on
pretty.
46 count.
Those
Yes.
dual colors. That's
By
going to be pretty.
Lakeside. I know. And so, yeah, to get a kit with the silk and with the Lakeside, and this was so pretty. So,
Pretty. You got lots to do.
I know. That's why I said Sable. We're earning our name.
I wanted that one.
Okay, and then I think I got this from Silver Needle. Everyone's been talking about it, and we had seen it when we were
The fabric is awesome.
and Silver Needle also had this fabric that I thought would be perfect. Silver Needle. Oh, actually, I got the pattern from Inspired Needle, and then Silver Needle had some of the tin roof fabric available.
Gonna be so
I think it's
pretty.
Weeks Tin Roof. Anyway, it's tin roof 40 count, and they cut it for me. They had like a fat half, and I just needed a fat quarter, so they cut that for me, and so I think so that was it. And then just appreciated everyone who came up and said hi. I was walking downtown, and I went down to St. Charles one day and was walking downtown, and someone's like, "Oh yeah, you're the Sable Stitcher."
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
With you, Lenny, and your
Oh.
and people recognized my voice, and so that was all fun. But everyone wanted to know where you were.
Oh.
So
Well, maybe next time.
yeah, I know. So that
That's
was
sweet.
That
Thank
was
you.
it was so. There was a lot I really liked about it. The cost, being able to pick your classes, the round robins were really a lot of fun. The shops. So the thing that for me was, and then I wouldn't also mention St. Charles. If you have never been to St. Charles, Missouri, it is. I love the town. It's got the main street is a lot of these older, brick buildings. And so it has a lot of character. Uneven brick sidewalks were kind of a challenge. I had my heeled boots on the one day. Cute little shops and all these little cafes with lots of places to
we'll
eat
have to go.
outdoors. And in the fall, they really get decked out for the fall and Halloween. So I will insert some pictures of the downtown here.
I bet Christmas is really pretty.
I bet I haven't been there, and I think they got like the strolling carolers and that kind of thing. But it was just so fun because the weather was perfect, and just I love all the fall decor, and that was so I love the going downtown. And then but the one thing that was kind of a challenge for me as being an introvert was that you didn't have like a regular table like you do when you go to a retreat. I mean, you sit at your table and you get to know the people at your table at least. And a lot of people did come with groups, but tables were spread out in different areas. So I mean, there were different like conference rooms where the tables were. So it's not
it wasn't
like
in one big room.
You weren't in one big room, and so you go in and you'd have to find a table that had empty seats, and people were out shopping, and or they might be out to dinner, so it was hard to tell what tables had openings and what didn't. So it was kind of
Like your lunch table. Can I sit
then,
with you?
Like I found one room the one night, and then the next morning, and they said, "Oh, come back, and visit with us again tomorrow." And when I looked in there there was like no one at the table, so I found this other room that was kind of tucked away behind, and there was a lot of people there, and and so I think, and people I ran into people that said, oh yeah, we were here yesterday. I had never seen them the day before because they'd been back there stitching, and I didn't know about that room. So
that's kind of good to bring a partner.
It is. It's good to be there with someone, I think. But I mean,
you was a big girl.
Yeah. But Dolores kind of took me under her wing. Dolores was kind of the South Carolina version of Lenny.
Okay,
so I'll insert her picture here.
Okay.
She was very sweet, and she was there with Scotty Stitcher, I think.
Oh yeah.
And so
okay.
Yeah, so that was fun, and yeah. But
well, all in all, it sounds like it was a good experience.
It was really fun. Yeah.
And educational.
Obviously, I couldn't find anything by.
She didn't do
nothing
SABLE at all. So.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very well run, very well put. Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
But very different than anything I've done before.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it.
So plans.
Okay, I got a few plans.
And any other raffles?
I had a lot of fun at the antique store.
You didn't show those, do you want me to?
Yeah. I saw these as, nice little finishes, and they're really tiny. They really are tiny, but they're butter turners. I mean, after the butter, that's what the sign, the little tag said on it, where you whip the butter, I guess, to put it into a jar or something, because it's got little grooves in there. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to use them as finishes, so I thought they were really cute. And then
they were very nice patina.
The antique store that I go to, they changed with the seasons also, so it was very fall oriented, and they had all their orange covered books or green, kind of a fallish browns to where, and I like to finish a lot of things on books, so it was really fun to look at all the fall stuff, and that's where I got your postcard.
Oh.
I did get this. Actually, we had Stitchy Club yesterday, and I just love it. The ladies are so nice, but we always have people bring things that they would like to recycle and share, and so I was able to win this raffle. I really want a raffle, but it's called Cherish Moments by Rosie and Me, and I'll hold it up there for a minute.
Very cute.
But I love the saying. It says, stolen from my day, my time alone, my time to stitch, my quiet pleasure with life on hold. It's just a cherished moment. So, and then the border has little cross stitches with little scissors. I don't know who brought this to Stitch Club, but I was the fortunate recipient. So that was not even, it really was a raffle. And then
so this is one someone was telling me about, that they had stopped. I met a gal from Texas, and she had stopped at CC and Company on the way up and said, I got some designs by Rosie and Me. That's CC and Company.
Okay.
That's
all right.
So that's a local designer.
Well, I want to put that, and I'm going to put it right next to my stitchy chair. So, because that's where I like to stitch, and my husband being retired, poor Ike. Being retired, when he was working, he used to go to bed pretty early, and then I had the whole night to myself to where I could stitch and watch Flosstube or Housewives or, whatever I wanted. But now that he's retired, I was like, would you go to bed? So I says, the later you stay up, the later I stay up. And of course, I like to stay up late. So that's kind of the thing. You need to go to bed earlier so I can have my cherished moments. So, not that I don't mind him up, but I like my quiet time.
Spool there, and it's like the little flowers growing out of the spool. So
it's just so precious. So I really, along with everything else, I have one more kit, and so I did get my Halloween done.
Cute are those?
So. And that's for my turkey. So then I will have everything done in the fall, and then I'll be able to go to my book and start. And then I love this. Niecy Lynn was doing this, but I fell in love with it, and I haven't been able to find it, but I found it on Brenda Gervais' website, Traditional Stitches. So it's button. And So I
really
put my,
cute.
I didn't have the flosses, so I put my colors together as best I could. So I think it'll be pretty.
So
And then one other thing,
robins are so sweet.
I did get some fabric. I have a fabric club that I'm in, so I didn't bring it. But I like to paper piece. I have quite a few paper piecing projects, so I actually bought the templates for all different sizes. So I like to make a great big one, for just like a tablecloth or something like that. So these are all the plastic templates. So, and that was it. That's the only haul I did this time.
Well, and then my non-Galleria haul is I got the PDF for the Charlotte Rice Sampler by Thames Path Samplers. Isn't that beautiful?
I almost bought that.
And then it's really nice because she has like the family history. So this was an ancestor of hers, and they actually were able to do research and find out more about the ancestor, and then they have the sampler. It's now hanging in her house. So, sometimes you see families don't appreciate the samplers and they get donated or, sold or whatever. So this family really treasured this piece and kept it in their house all these years. And so now she's inherited
That's really
that
priceless.
and learned more about, her ancestors and how it's passed down through the family. And so looking forward to I've written on this. Pete's Bee Skips.
Cute.
And I think it's ash, and I just really like the the little the personality that it gave it to have the little bit of the wood, the thing going on in the wood. These are very well made, and it's really nice just because I do have a lot of scissors that I keep out, but just to have the one pair there, it makes me be a little more disciplined about not just throwing them where they're going to get stuck in the sofa, but put them in here, and then it's really easy to find it. And
That reminds me of sofa. I had lost one of my Vicky Clayton's silks.
oh no!
But fortunately, it's not a main color. I haven't found it. I don't know what I did with it. But I thought for sure it was in the couch. So I took the couch and I, picked it up and I dropped. Well, maybe that's what I did. I don't know. Anyway, I picked it up and dropped it and it didn't fall out. So I don't know where it is. But I decided I'm not giving up. So I took the couch and I pushed it forward thinking, oh my gosh, I found like 5 needle minders, 2 pairs of scissors, some,
it's like, oh yeah, I haven't seen that. For a
I
while.
know, and I was looking all over for that. So if you can find something, flip your couch over, because we have the frames where you have the lift up, the lazy boy seats. So it has all the metal hardware underneath it. So all my needle minders and everything just, so I went, I have been looking everywhere for you. Anyway.
Pippa doesn't take those, does she?
No.
And then we had some happy mail.
Oh, we did get happy mail. Oh, go ahead. From Susan.
From Susie and locally. Look how cute those are. It's so exciting. Linny already said I should take the white one.
She should have the white one because it would go so pretty with her house.
Little crochet. This is knitting, I think, right? This is knitting.
And it's done in a crosshatch kind of.
It's just so beautiful.
And then the
so
other
well made.
one.
Those are just adorable. Oh, and that one. Oh,
the little
aren't those cute?
orange pumpkin, so cute.
Thank you. And then she also sent little bookmarks.
God, that's so cute. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you. I really appreciate
Oh, they're so
that.
adorable.
They are so sweet. Those are just right up our alley.
They are.
And then a very nice card. So, thank you.
Oh, look at a little weenie dog.
So,
thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we really appreciate that.
That was so kind.
Okay, so on to plans.
What you got?
Do we have anything to work on?
Do you? Okay. For my plans, I'm the only person in the world that's ever purchased that. Not. So, tiny town. And I've got it ready to go.
I've never seen this.
So that just came out.
Heart in hand. Okay. Oh my goodness.
And I was going to check to see how old this was. I don't see a date right offhand.
That's very fun.
Look. Cricket collection. The acorn and the alphabets. And then it had another little extra pattern
I think
inside.
these are usually kind of classic.
The little pumpkin.
Oh,
so
well,
there's a little
faced acorn.
pumpkin, pumpkin jack or pumpkin acorn. So I got that. So that's part of my plans. Of course, not to say that I'm not going to work on anything that I've already got going, but these are just new things. It's a Roberta's white pumpkin or penny pumpkin.
Yes.
Oh, I got the thread in front. And my big focus will be once I've finished my other big focuses. I'm going to do cinnamon stars. And I mean, I've got the fabric, I've got the floss, I am ready to go.
That is really pretty.
I think the floss is 32 or 36.
Those colors. That looks really good. That'll be really pretty on that fabric, that linen.
And then my other one, I haven't got the linen yet.
Oh, Betsy's Autumn.
Betsy's Autumn. Aww. And you know, guys, I'm going to work on things.
Well, those leaves, it's just the house and the grass, so it's going to take a while.
I know.
But the leaves shouldn't be too bad.
But I haven't been, I think I was all excited about gathering things and, and I have, as you can tell. But I really want to start finishing things too. So as the year goes by, you'll see a lot of, hopefully, progress of stuff that I
go in here.
Oh, put that cricket in that
okay.
one. So, because I have so many beautiful things that I want to do, and I really am going to start. You can put that one in there too.
Okay.
Okay. I'm still, and of course, it doesn't make any difference what I pick out of this.
Oh, I know. That book.
Because I'm going to stitch as many things out of this book as I possibly can. That book is just, if you buy one book in your whole life.
I know.
And there's just
back,
the Mighty Oak. Mm-hmm. There's just so many strawberries
and people have mentioned this, but this, I think we saw this when Barb had the trunk show. That is really a big strawberry, and it's gorgeous. It is so pretty.
And I haven't opened up, but I have all the flosses for everything in this book. So I can just pick something out, and I even have it in a Blackbird.
Okay, Bittersweet Autumn. I don't know that I realized. I want to do,
that's definitely Bittersweet September.
Or Bittersweet September. I know, I have that one that was an independent pattern too.
And then I did
Nebraska Prairie.
Spell of the Moon in there.
This is so good.
I tried to get it finished.
I have it too, and it's just like so much.
I want to do that one.
So much fun to just look through it. Yeah, you're right.
I just keep going through it. But so anyway,
pretty.
Anything out of that book is a plan.
Yeah, I am going to continue with the I Love Fall Most of All piece. I want to get that done. And then now that I picked up the JBW one, I'm like, that shouldn't take too long, right? And it's just one color, and it's not very big, so I'd like to get that done. And then I had started Mighty Oak. I thought I would get that done this year, and now I don't think so.
I got my fabric for Dancer. So
okay.
So where is she? Oh, did I pass it?
I saw one.
Oh, there it is.
There it is. Yeah. Oh wow.
So yes, and Sarah's Stitchy Spot finished that, and oh, so pretty. So I got this at Stitchery. I got the fabric at Stitchery Express. They cut it for me, and It is ready to go. It's 32. Look at me, guys.
Oh, is that all the bigger it is?
Yes. It's not
Wow.
big at all.
That's amazing.
And it was finished just on a hoop, so
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do the same thing.
I don't think I have this issue. 2021.
Yeah.
So that just came out.
That was the Christmas one.
Yeah, that one's pretty too.
So,
That is so pretty.
and I will work on that during Christmas. I don't know if it'll, and I have all the, and I put them on my Christmas. So that's really all the fabric it takes. So I don't think it's very big at all.
Yeah. That'd be really pretty.
And then I have one more planned.
That's not very big, but that's a lot of stitching.
It's a lot of
I think.
stitching.
Oh, the little lantern. Oh, that's
Oh,
so
this
cute.
is, I started working on little Lizzie Kate. Whoop. The November.
Aw, that's just cute.
I thought I don't really decorate for Thanksgiving. I mean, I do for a couple of weeks anyway, but I haven't done anything new. So I pulled out some of my Thanksgiving. So anyway, that's my plans.
That's it. Don't think there was anything else. I have not. Did they give you any updates on how the signups are going for the spring retreat?
I think there's still some openings because a couple people had expressed in our comments that they were calling and wanted to know again when they were, and so I think they got in. So
Okay, so yeah.
Rita has not been in the shop for the last 2 Saturdays, so
Okay.
I think she's got some help and she's taken Saturdays off. So I'm not real sure.
Okay, so yeah, if you want to attend the spring cross stitch extravaganza that's put on by Quilters Station, they have 2 dates available: Thursday and Friday, and Saturday and Sunday. It's April 20th and 21st.
Mm-hmm. 20th and 21st, and then 22nd and 23rd.
So if you are interested in attending that, I'd say give them a call right away and get signed up for that.
And call the Drury.
Call
Because that's where Drury to make your reservation.
Get your hotel reservation.
If
They
you're
have a
gonna-
block of rooms.
Yeah.
And then I went ahead and signed up for the Hobby House retreat that's happening
You little
next
stinker.
October. I know, someone,
much
so yay. And I think that's it. Anything else?
No. Go Chiefs!
Yes.
Of course, when you guys see this, it will either go Chiefs or be. But anyway, so we're having a birthday party as soon as we get home. And I made a pot of chili last night. So
That'll be so much fun. So
and an
happy
ice cream cake.
birthday, Mr. Raffle.
He just loves to have. We have pictures of him every year with the boys, and it's so funny. And now they're all. Grant is taller than I am now, and he is. You would think that he just won the lottery. It's like, I'm taller than you are. And it's like, well, I'm probably shrinking, but anyway, and they're having a great football season. Everybody's doing really well. They're having such a good time. Marching band is going well. Gymnastics, Wyatt kicked his year off, and oh God, he does this. He does the Iron Man,
Oh, wow.
and I mean that kid
It's amazing.
is so strong, but he's so talented. I was like, maybe someday you'll be in the Olympics. Maybe, I don't know. He says that, but it's just amazing to watch him and the strength that boy has. And then the other boys are just so big, except for Luke. He's little, but he's fast. He plays football too. But anyway, so every year though that we've had pictures of babies, and then no teeth, and then no teeth, and now these great big boys standing around him for his birthday. So very blessed to have. So this will be our 52nd birthday together for 50,
Yeah.
because we had
Because you were just 10 when you met.
right. Let's go with that. So, but anyway,
Good times, and
it's
really
gonna
nice
be
to
fun.
be able to be, in the same town and get to, experience all of that. And I know that they appreciate you being part of their life. So.
Because I can move into the memory old Alzheimer's home right behind him. And we can still be neighbors. But anyway,
It's all good.
it's a good time.
They're good boys.
Then
And it's really always good to see when they're involved in different things and following their passions. So that's always
Yeah, we
fun.
got Mason's. He started talking to colleges. He started getting letters from college. So I mean, he's just a junior, but it's so hard to think of him going away to college because he used to open up the refrigerator door and sit inside and eat out of the drawers and in the refrigerator. So he loves to see pictures like that. Mimi. But
Very fun.
anyway.
Okay, and then we had some giveaways from our last video, and thank you for liking and subscribing. And if you want to be part of our giveaways, please go ahead and do that. The winner of Autumn was Lynn Ellis. So I will leave my email below if you don't mind emailing me, and then we will get these patterns out to you. Garden, and the winner of this one is Joyce Clouser, Clowser. And then the winner of Scary is Nancy M. And that's all I have is Nancy M, and that's your YouTube name. So Nancy, please email
guys had
me
some
and we'll get these out as soon as possible.
Great comments about your scary garden and spiders, and it was fun.
It was very fun to read those.
Well, I'm going to do some giveaways this time, and I'm going to give away this finish here.
Which is beautiful.
And it is...
Well, not the finish, you're giving away the pattern.
No, yeah, I just was showing you the finish. Yeah. No, you got to do it yourself. This is cereal bowl lesson 4. Be you to others kind and true as you would have others be to you. So the word for this is kind. We should all be kind to everyone we meet. Okay? And then I'm going to give away my 2 pillows that I finished, my skinny pillows. So, of course, this is just a pattern, but this one's acorn. The word for this is acorn. Clever, huh? And I got another clever one for you. Candy corn. So, if you'd like to have these. And remember to be over 18 and not say
giveaway or prize or anything like that. And so, yeah.
I guess you could say raffle. Yeah. But anyway, so candy corn, acorn,
and kind. All right,
okay.
And that's how we search when we pick the winners. We do a random comment picker, and that's how we get our winners. So thank you for viewing.
Thank you, everybody.
Your time. And yeah,
we'll be
will
back
see you in 2 weeks. In the meantime, happy fall.
Yeah, happy fall.